Well, Anime fans, I'm back from the video reviewing Season 2, Episode 7 of Eden Zero. And he actually saw improvement in this episode. Well, it wasn't that long. At least it was a lot better than the previous fights. But also, because you actually see a little struggle there. And even if it wasn't that great, I hope the Jack and Joe battle will be stronger. And we learned all about the meaning of number 29. So, well, there's a delay. How did that happen? Oh, I can't my finger then. Alright, let's get into the review. So the episode was not for a recap as usual. Oh yeah, low note. I already reviewed Season 1 just recently. Just a few days ago. So, the time I was recording this. I didn't have start a review till before this episode came out. So, and I made sure not to mention anything about what happens in this season. What happens in this specific arc anyway. This is what happens in this arc. So yeah. So if you I suggest you go watch them before seeing any of my Season 2 reviews. Anyway, actually, so yeah, it's time to recap. So, continue where we left off, and then charging in. So the Foreshadowing starts to protect the ship, while Shiki, Wise, and Rebecca, Happy and Pino go rescue Lobelia. Happy comments that, Rebecca says that even though Lobelia is a jerk, she won't abandon him. That won't feel right. Happy knows that, and that Rebecca's a kind girl. I agree. She's like Lucy in a lot of ways. So yeah, I didn't come to know before, but the old episodes of Fairy Tail were not done by JC Staff. They were done by a different studio. Is that the reason why there wasn't any blood early on? When there should have been? The anime came out in 2009. Other than was crap and stuff, it was pretty tame other than some pervy jokes. So it's kind of pretty much tame. I do plan to watch that series, all in Japanese. So look forward to that. So anyway, I am before they're waiting for So yeah, Shining Stars take on the Element 4. Well, Rebecca and let's go for rescue Lobelia. So yeah, equipping their battle dresses, Homer just uses Wise out. And they got a lot stronger. And since Homer has knowledge, since she was told by Rebecca that she faced off against Jane's sister in the previous timeline. And she won't lose this time. Mostly because she was caught off guard. Mostly because she was desperate at the time and wasn't thinking clearly. Since all she could focus on was getting the medicine to Wise. But now Homer here has a clear mind to take them down while Rebecca and Jonas go find Lobelia. And Lobelia is such a jerk. I hope the channel goes back. I hope she gets back reviews on the channel now. Seriously. Why do people like a jerk like her? She's very big, tall jerk. So yeah, I gotta get him for a bombard and missiles. They arrive at the location and find a hologram of Master Noah. He has Ether Gear too. God's sight. According to the sub. Well, according to the what they say in the Japanese version, but the sub changes a bit for some reason. God des sight. Allows you to see anything. Allows you to see anything in, places to know anyone's possession, place, and things. He probably uses, but he also look in time. He was able to track Rebecca's movements. So he knows that she's already time lapsed. Reveals some information that she's done it before, subconsciously. It first happened 10 years ago when she was supposed to die in an accident, but she changed places, spent her Ether Gear, and that got Happy brutally injured. I guess Rebecca might feel guilt for that now. Subconsciously, she would have died too. She would have died with protecting Happy instead of Happy becoming an android. I don't know what I'm doing that. She's died 28 times over the past 3 years. Also 29. Every time her life was in danger, she'll change places. She'll spoilers of her previous battles. Like her first fight on on Blue Guardian back in episode 2. Her second fight on Ghost. And a fight against Nino on Sunjewel. First two weren't clearly shown, obviously, because the creators didn't think of it back then. So Rebecca's not skilled enough, Blake? Bummer. Also shows footage of the Foot Brothers. You remember those two idiots, right? Kind of figure, what are the modern versions doing now? So yeah, this last world is what Dragon called number 29, because that's the name of the world she was in. The 29th world. I like to say timeline, though. And now she's been referred to as number 30. And reveals why he did this in the first place. He saw Rebecca the ghost. He's only saw Rebecca the ghost. And gave up information about her to Draken Joe. Why? So he can take down Draken. Because this is the only time where Draken can be defeated. Draken is strong. And Pino earlier told me that Shiki himself won't be able to win against him. But Shiki has proven everyone wrong. Of course, he's got to come in contact with Jin as well. Gonna get that. And Rebecca's hoping that if they find out she has awakened her powers, she could have made a bargain, but that's probably not gonna happen now. Well, the others are still battling. But dragon so powerful, he ended up being no part of the Erashian Seas. Stop referencing Fairy Tail, Eden Zero. Be your own continuity. I kid. I like how he's just putting some reference naming places after parts of Fairy Tail, Erashian Seas. And also his own story arc. Or simply, the arc that introduced Wendy in Fairy Tail. That was important. And we can add quite a bit of colour as well. Oh, actually, like this is possible. It takes place in the same universe continuity as Fairy Tail, just years later. Anyway, Ray was present. Fairy Tail past. Eden Zero future. It's kind of similar to some, even though not connected, they all symbolize something of Mashima's works. You know, present, past, and future. So, he's outdone himself. I'm curious to know what his next work's going to be. I'm going to wait and see for that. But we got to wait till he's more done finishing that Eden Zero. That's going to be a while, but it's going to be until this year, I think. And Dragon Joe's so powerful, he's known as Undead Joe. And you can see how the hologram was cut off. So he can't tell if he's friend or foe. No, they both agree on taking down Dragon. Why's not sure, but he's heard that name somewhere before. If he's heard that name Undead Joe before, then something must be gone. Something must have happened on Norma. If he's heard that name 50 years ago. After all, no way he can know about the future, not about modern day timeline. Even if White doesn't figure it out, he could ask his future counterpart for help. I'd like to see future Wise in action. Want to see how different he is to our Wise. That'd be a fun little gag to see how that Wise is different to the one we come to know. It'd be fun. I'm not sure what's going on, but they decided to go investigate Abelia. Meanwhile, we cut to the battles. So the only battle we focus on in this part towards the end of the episode, it's Hermit versus the Flame member of the Element 4. She does struggle, but with her intelligence and hacking skills, she managed to beat him on his own game by hacking into his guns on the network in his warehouse and defeating him. So, judgment the name of the next episode, Sword of Edens. That means it's going to focus on Homer's battle against Jane's sister. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, or videos that comes in the future. See you guys later for Hell's Paradise. Cure Phoenix out.